Welcome back to our Legend True Sim career mode on PGA Tour 2K25. We're on episode 2. Unfortunately, if you watched episode 1, Drew had to withdraw from the tournament just due to poor play. He had absolutely no shot at making it in, so he is running it back. Now, the only change that I have made is I did drop the CPU difficulty from Legend to Master because we are playing on True Sim difficulty, which means in order for us to win, our scoring would have to be absolutely insane. And so we're going to try Master and see if the scores are a little bit more in check, but that is not going to affect anything about how we played. We shot well over par, got ourselves into some really bad spots. So Drew's going to get in there, and he's going to try again. So here we go, round 1 of the Korn Ferry Tour Q School Tournament. We head back out to TPC Sawgrass. Now, I believe you can change the course, so we'll give TPC Sawgrass some attempts. If we have a hard time, maybe we'll try and go somewhere different. But honestly, at the difficulty settings that we're playing on, I'm not sure it matters exactly where we go. I think we just have to show up and show out. So we get this one bleeding up the right-hand side of the fairway. Actually have a chance to go at the hole. Got 115 yards out, 106 yard club. 106 is going to be a little bit short. I think if we give this some D-loft, take some spin off of it, ball is above the feet. I'd rather be a little bit to the right. That is a beautiful shot in. The game had me on partial swing, and I didn't realize it. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. That's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. I wanted 100% swing. I did not pay attention to where it was, and I underswung it, hitting perfectly what the game had intended it to be. Okay, so we're going to chip this up the hill. Probably something like this. I don't want it to run too far, but I do want it to check. Alright, that's a nice hit. Come on, turn right, settle, settle, sit. Beautiful touch. Beautiful touch. We'll go up and down. We started last tournament with a bogey, so we're already one better. Now we did go a little bit of, birdie, bogey, or bogey birdie golf. Last time out, a little bit of a pull, but we don't catch the trees. We are going to find ourselves, unfortunately, in the rough down the left-hand side. Well, let's see if we can't find ourselves out into the fairway. 160 yards and then bound it down. I think I'll actually take a 5-iron. I think I'm actually going to take a 5-iron, play it up this left-hand side. Lovely stuff. Come on, just stay left. Stay left. No, that's feeding right. Ah, that always stings. That always stings when you can hit your inputs and then still just be well off, and our ball is absolutely buried. Wow, we hit the tiniest of points, but overcooked the green. Dang. Well, that's why you just don't want to be in those spots to begin with. Now, I think if we check this up into the top of the hill, that's going to be our best chance. Maybe a little bit left to right. Up the hill, bounce out. Come on, stop. Stop rolling. Man, the thing is, around this course, the greens are just so slick. And it broke too much. The greens are so slick out here. So we make a par, and then we make a bogey. Somehow we managed to start worse than last round after feeling like it was a lot better. Now we've got wind off the left. 6-iron. I feel like if we could put some loft onto it with this draw, There we go. We hit our points, which means we are not pulling it into that bunker. Get it out a little bit more centered. Ah, man, that ridge. That's such a tough pin. That is such a tough pin back there. Okay, so the way things are going, I am not going to adjust the pace, even though I want to hit these a little bit firmer up the hill. I feel like I've been hitting them too firm. This guy feels like, to me, up the hill and braking right to left. And it's going to get up the top and move a little bit more. And honestly, that is the read. That is the read, just a little bit more brake on it. We're taking pars. We're taking pars. We just need to keep the bogeys off the card and keep things nice and clean. We got a straight headwind. Maybe we can play like a little bit of a cutout here. Felt like I pulled it, but that is definitely not the case. I think going forward, as far as stats are concerned, I think early on, swing path and contact. I think early on, swing path and contact are going to be the ones that we want to put in. That, to me, just give us a little bit more breathing room on our inputs. Because I think if we get our swing path a little bit larger, like that 4.29 degrees is going to be a lot less of a miss. This looks like it's downhill a little bit, so I'm going to actually take a touch off. And it seems to me like it's moving left to right. Just ever so slightly. But kind of like the whole way. Yep. I wasn't exactly wrong about that. Wasn't exactly wrong about that. Get it back up and in. Okay. We're only one over to start. But we need to make top 40. And that's going to be the tough thing here. Now, 5 under as the top score. Maybe a little bit more reasonable. I don't know. Does Master seem like a good difficulty setting to do this sort of playthrough on? Or should we be going with something potentially even lower? I want to have the right balance of difficulty out on the tour, and I don't know if it makes sense to be as difficult. You know, maybe we make it where the Corn Ferry Tour is a little bit easier, but then as we go and we play, you know, into higher difficulties. That ball's buried. Why didn't I club up again? The lie was actually decent. Just left the open face, and we find the tiny bunker out here. Alright, we gotta hit the long splash. I'm actually gonna club up here because I feel like I want it to roll out up this hill a little bit more. And then this is gonna come out, I think, pretty far to the left. Come on, roll up. A little bit of an underswing. Little bit of an underswing. Oh, that's got some serious brake on it. That has got some serious brake from what I can tell. Come on, turn in. Turn in. No. No. So close. So close. Alright, that's going to move us to 2 over. We need to start taking advantage of some of these holes. Now that's a good strike. I took 3-wood off the tee because I wanted to leave ourselves a bit fuller of a shot. I think that's going to be something with these sorts of settings, right? We have everything to the maximum except we have the A marker. That is literally the only thing that we don't have on right now. I'm going to take a full pitching wedge. I think taking full shots is going to be the biggest thing for us. Now, ball's above the feet. We've got a little bit of a draw. And there's some wind. I'd rather go a little bit left here. A beautiful strike. Quad perfects. Come on, wind. Check it up. Check it up, check it up, check it up. Okay, not terrible. A little bit long. We got a birdie look from 11 feet out here. Ball's going to drift left to right on us. I feel like it's a little bit more at the end. One turn. Stay up. There you go, Drew. There you go. Get the birdie. Alright. We start this up the left, or the right enough. Just curled that contact point up out of the open. There you go, Drew. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. 140 yards. We're gonna have to land this a little bit short. We're just gonna kind of get a hop and stop. Wind is playing. So let's put some loft on it. Ball's like just maybe barely above the feet. Let the wind take this draw over to the hole. Line's decent, maybe a little bit right of the hole. Sit. Come on, Drew. Another opportunity. Can we get to level par? It seems like it's... To me, there's like maybe just a little bit of left to right on this. So I'm going to put it left edge and hit it with some pace. All right, even par, Drew. That's what we're talking about. 237 yards to the flag. We are 225 with the 3 hybrid. Okay, I think we have to. I'm actually going to move the tee box here because we're a little bit more of a draw player. So I'm going to go just a bit more to this left side. We're going to try and play just like a baby cut. 94%. Ah, I did it again. I did it again where I didn't do the adjustment. I need to pay attention to that. This game doesn't default you to 100% like 2K23 did. Honestly, it looks flat-ish at the end, but I would have to think here that the way this green is, that we're going to be moving left to right. Because it looks like the ball's a little bit below my feet. I feel like it's moving left to right, and it's such a long putt that you need to start it out here. Come on, come on. Ugh. Honestly, solid read. I'm happy with it. Because now we've got a par 5. If we can put together a couple of shots on a par 5, then maybe the opportunity to get under par. But I don't know if we have the power actually. Baby pull. But you know what? 1.87 degrees. That is pretty low, all things considered. I just don't know if we have the power to go for this green into 281 yards. Got about 257 to the front. 250 up into here. Actually, I know this is probably a bit bold, but ball below the feet. Flag is over on the back left side. I think ball below the feet. let the wind take it. Come on. Come on, get the bounce and chase. No! Oh. Oh, man, I thought... Now, to be fair, I thought I was aimed a little bit more towards the right. So I would have been between the two bunkers. This was a little bit dicey. I should read the green. I should read the green. I'm like ready to take this splash shot out. It looks fairly flat, maybe a little bit left to right. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I can't really put too much brake on it, so we're just trying to get it up there. We got aggressive. It's fairly flat, maybe a little bit off on the right-hand side, so I'm gonna be aggressive right edge. Nah, just broke early. There was more break at the start. Honestly, fairly flat the rest of the way. Alright. We went aggressive, up and down 2-putt. Even par on the par 5. And I don't know if we take driver, I feel like that could be dangerous. So I'm going to take 3-wood here. Oh, and I absolutely pushed the crap out of that shot. Whatever that was, I was overcorrecting in my head for where I thought my swing feel was. 194 yards. We look at this, about 170 back there. We've got a fairish lie. But I think if we take 4-iron out of the heavy rough, ooh, that was actually too good of a lie. Hit the pin. Hit the pin. Oh, that is so lucky. That is so lucky. We could have been very easily looking at a ball out the back of the green short side chip for a bogey. Instead, we are going to take the birdie. Carry that to the next hole. I want to move the tee box here. Move ourselves, get a little bit better of an angle, and give ourselves like a baby cut. Just try and avoid that. You barely make the fairway here with that drive. The boy needs some more power. Hot dang. Hot dang. Now the question is, I actually think you go for this fairway. Because I think if we go down here, now we're trying to play a pitch shot short. 175? Play a 7-iron? Where am I aimed? That's the real question. That's the tree. I think we go a little bit left of the tree. Beautiful strike. Go left of the tree, try and leave ourselves out to a decent number. Yeah, because now we've got 134 yards. The wind is in our face. I think you punch it through just a little bit. Ball's just below the feet. Wind is right there. Full swing in. Absolutely beautiful. I just didn't play enough for the wind. Leave ourselves, unfortunately, a few yards short. How do we feel about this putt, Colby? I mean, Drew. I'm sorry, breaking the immersion. Drew, how do we feel about it? Ball's just below the feet at the start. Breaks back at the end. Feel like I want to start it left. It's not going to have enough time to... I thought I was going to break more at the end. Like, obviously needed to start it to the left, but I thought it was going to break just a little bit more on that. All right, not taking advantage of the par 5s, but you know what? He's not a long ball guy. He's not a long ball guy, so kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. I feel like I'm taking 3-wood off a lot of tees, to be honest. Feel like I'm taking 3-wood off a lot of tees to try and play ourselves out of pitch shots and into fuller wedge shots. I think the choked approach is going to be quite useful for a character that maybe partialing is a little bit more difficult. Now 96 yards with this club. Wind wants to carry us a little bit. I think you give it a little bit of loft and backspin, take some yardage off, ball's below the feet. Wind kind of holding it out that way. That's a decent line. That's a decent line. Oh, look at that shot. There you go, Drew. Drew Sims, everybody. He is in there for a birdie. And this is a very different man than competed in the qualifier last time. Now, nobody wants to get ahead of themselves. We've got, what, like 24 holes of golf left? But so far, so good. I think 4-iron, we're kind of in between here. This 5-iron feels like it's going to be too short. 4-iron feels like it's going to be too long. So I think if we can take just a little bit off of this 4-iron. Flag's over there, but I know it does go a little bit right to left on the green. Left it a touch open. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay. We have hit a pair of very nice approach shots here over the 2 rounds played to this pin so far. Feel like fairly flat, but if anything, drifting right to left. And, nope, left the contact open, and it's great. Shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda gone just straight at that one. But the swing is definitely a lot better this round, and it just goes to show you how much it matters hitting that swing. Because if you start missing, you can be in worlds of hurt. I don't think we want to take... I mean, we could... Punch hybrid is probably too long. Full hybrid, I don't think the wind is playing enough. Because that would take us out the back of the green. So I think we're kind of... Maybe we can put a little bit of a low 4-iron and try and run it. But honestly... Oh, we're leaking. We're leaking kick left. Kick left. I think that pin is just too far back for what our 4-iron could handle. That's a pretty good kick, though. Maybe the low 4-iron was a very good idea. We are definitely getting aided by that slope. It's going to leave us with a putt below the hold, 4 inches up. It looks fairly flat. If anything, I'm reading it as a touch left to right, so I think I have to just trust my gut on this. My gut apparently is terrible, because that is 2 putts that are pretty dang straight that I read break into and didn't need to do that. Alright, that's going to give us a clearing. Pins on the left side. See if we can get an approach shot in here. Now, I didn't really look at the distance when we were taking off of the tee of what we were leaving ourselves, but I actually think this is pretty good. A few miles an hour, maybe just a touch of loft. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go just like a touch of loft. I don't need the backspin. I don't think I want to give it a chance to go. Balls below the feet, wind off that way. Play just a touch left to right. Now it is a slightly aggressive line, but you know what? He's striking it well. He feels the aggression is a good thing, and that is in there with a chance. We're giving birdie looks. Okay, this one I can definitely feel has a little bit more right to left. Starts turning right up at the hill. Just sneak it in on the right-hand side. So it didn't break quite as much. But now we're at 3 under with 3 to play. A little pull, which is actually probably going to turn out fantastic. Coming up the left-hand side. Now we know that this green has the pin tucked front right. Wind is off the right. It's going to make it very, very tough. Because 245 is long. We are definitely in between clubs. I don't think it's 225. I actually think we're okay with this hybrid. Almost start it out at the pin and work it towards the middle of the green. 97% was not what I was looking for. Forgot to reset it. I was looking at 100, but I will take the outcome. Absolutely glorious bounce. It looked like it was rolling fairly flat, but I am seeing a little bit of movement right to left there. So we're going to take this in a way. I'm going to actually take a touch of power off because it does roll downhill behind. We're going to hit this straight, and then it's going to hit the ridge and turn right to left like there. That's my feel. Turn, turn, turn. Get in there, Drew. Get in there. A Drew Sim Eagle. All right, now you can't turn that around and be aggressive here. Cannot turn that around and be aggressive. We have a front pin on 17. I do not have the legs. No matter how much you would ever think maybe I can squeeze this one out, we gotta go pitching wedge. It's 135. We just have to play like a little bit of loft and backspin and like, I'm going to say 2% off. I do not want come up short. All right. I underswung it. That in this scenario is going to be okay. I know there's a ridge here. It is just play it to the ridge and end up in the front section. I cannot play hero here. Absolutely cannot play hero here. Now, this putt, from what I can tell, is below the feet. You've got left to right. And if I'm reading this, I want to put it probably up like here for a fall line. Felt like I hit it kind of firm. And even at that, still did not get it high enough. Gonna go a little bit outside here and just kind of up the hill and in. Okay, solid 2-putt, and we're actually now T1 in this tournament, which is kind of crazy. Beautiful drive. Beautiful drive. There you go, Drew. There you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. 152 yards to the back. I can't take my pitching wedge. Can't take it. If I take a good amount off my 9-iron and maybe just like, I don't know, I think we're going to take the 2%. Wind is off that side. It is uphill, but I think I still need to be on a decent line at it if we want to have a chance. Feels like pretty good feel if it sits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got to look at Birdie on 18. Little bit of movement. Little bit of movement right to left, right? Right? Looks like the flag's a little tilted. Ball is maybe just a hair above my feet. I'm going to put it just outside the cup. Yeah. I pulled it. I pulled it, and the lips are so evil in this iteration of the series. 2K23, they weren't so bad. 2K25, the lip outs are a lot rougher. But you know what? What a turn of events. You know, he stepped back. He had a rough time in that first round and very reflective, stepped away, and now he comes out and just completely rewrites the script. Shoots 5 under in round 1 of Q School. Now we have to follow it up. We got to do it again. But it's a very solid start for Drew here today. And just like Dragon Ball Z, you will have to find out in the next episode. Now, if you did enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this or any of our other 2K25 content. And yeah, let me know down in the comments, you know, what you enjoy about this, maybe what you don't enjoy. Don't be afraid. I will not take it personally. I want to tune this career mode playthrough to be something enjoyable. So if these are the settings, then awesome. If there's maybe some tweaks, if there should be commentary from the announcers to be a little bit more immersive, like, please let me know. And I will see you all next time.